So that's the plan. As soon as Charlie says it's a go.
Well, I was wondering what was happening food-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you have to cook. You know, I cooked the turkey last year.
You actually roasted a turkey?
Deep fried it in a barrel on the fire escape. It was great. You know, I still have the barrel down in the basement. I could run downtown and get a couple of quarts of oil. Shane would get a kick out of it. Building the fire, kind of like a cookout. Or not.
No. He'd really like it.
No, he wouldn't.
Well, let's ask him.
Gigi. No, I could build a bonfire in the middle of this room and Shane wouldn't come downstairs. Kid tolerates me and that's about it.
That's not true.
I'm not blaming you. Or him. It's just the way it is.
Listen. You guys are making progress. Okay? I can see it.
Did you see the way he looked at Brody? The salute? I may be the kid's father, but Brody is his hero. And I can't compete with that. I'm a first-timer, so I'm not... I don't really know what to expect. But you don't seem crazy.
Because I'm rational? Oh, yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, your hair's brushed and you're looking me in the eye. Some of these people...
Just because I don't care about what they look like doesn't mean they're not human.
That's not what I'm saying.
Look, why don't you check with me in a few days and see if my hair's okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Wait. Brody, I've had kind of a rough go at it, okay? So I'm a little touchy.
You're a mental patient. Same as me. You're entitled.
Okay, it's safe here. You don't have to be afraid of the other patients.
I'm more afraid of myself.
Well, most of us are. So what are you in for?
Well, you may have read about it. The doctors are calling it PTSD, but the simple truth is I knocked the girl out, I kidnapped a kid, and I shot a guy.
Is that it?
Your story's so much worse.
You have no idea.
So, lay it on me. What's your story?
Okay, where do I begin? I have, a disorder called DID, which is basically a multiple personalities, and one of my alters, which is what the other personalities are called, tried to kill my sister and her boyfriend 3 times.
3 times, huh?
Mm-hmm. First she cut the brake lines in her car, and then she tried to poison them. And then when that didn't work, she built a hidden room in the basement of our house and locked them up there for months and tortured them, telling them what she would do to them. And then when she got tired of that, she built a bomb to blow them to bits. Right. I win.
You win, all right.
Well, I didn't mean to scare you.
No, I'm not used to all this.
Of course you're not. You know, you have your stuff too. I didn't mean to minimize it. I just wanted you to understand that the way people look in here just doesn't mean a thing. You know, Barb, she wanted her to fly. I mean, she's afraid of everything. That's why she can't exist on the outside, you know. So just do yourself a favor and don't assume anything about anybody, and then you'll be much better off.
Any other advice before the therapy starts tomorrow?
You don't like therapy?
I've never done it. And I don't like talking about myself.
Well, you should kind of get over that. Because the sooner you lift up that rock and dig out all the muck that's underneath, the sooner you can get better and go home to your family. That's the whole point, right?
He's Captain America. Shane did a whole comic book about him.
Yo, Balsam. Brody is in a mental hospital and not prison. Why? Because you were man enough and good enough and understanding enough to go to the DA and try to work out a deal for a guy who blew a hole in your gut. So who is the hero here?
To you, maybe, not to Shane.
He's 10 years old.
And he has no use for me, and I don't blame him. Where was I when he lost his first tooth, learned to ride a bike for the first time, or failed his first math test?
He's good at math, and Brody wasn't there for any of that either.
Well, but he sure as hell made up for it.
And you will too. You just have to give it some time, and you've got to stop competing with a guy who's so messed up he can't even be trusted to walk around free. This isn't high school, Balsam. Brody isn't the captain of the football team, and you're not on the bench. He's a mental patient with no family and no prospects and not a whole lot of hope.
Well, now I feel like a jerk.
Well, that won't work either. You just have to be a little patient. Brody's out of the picture now, and you're going to have lots of chances to spend time with Shane. And once he gets to know you, he is going to love you just as much as I do.